Hello and welcome to the Swamps. Today we're going to be doing a tarot reading on what people are saying about you. Before we start this reading, I would just like to say, please don't shoot the messenger. I am not the one saying these things about you. This is just me trying to get down to it, trying to figure this out for you. So if that's something you've been wondering about, we're going to figure that out today. And again, before I start this reading, I'm going to clear the energy with a bell. I'm going to do that at the beginning of my readings instead of in between readings because I kept forgetting. So just be prepared for a little bell sound. All right, so let's get started. This is group 1, this is group 2, and this is group 3. All right. Hello, pile number 1. This is your tarot reading for what people are saying about you. You chose the blue gold stone. I really like this one. You can't really tell it's blue in my readings, and I'm so sorry about that, but it is blue. It's like a navy blue. So let's get down to it. Let's get into your tarot. Let's get into your oracles. Let's get it all out here. Okay, we're going to do this. I hope this all fits. Okay, good. It does all sort of fit. So, does that look nice? Almost. Okay. All right, let's get started. So the first oracle card you have is the dragonfly. Very pretty card. Next card you have is the crown chakra. The frequency of the crown chakra, the violet flower of life, supports our spiritual connection to the universe and our ability to transmute negative energy into light. Your next card is mentor. We're just going to read the light attributes today. Passing on wisdom and refining a student's character. Interesting. And then the last card we have is strength. So I can already tell that people view you as, there's sort of two messages coming out here. And I'm going to tell you straight up, I know why that is. It's because there's people that view this aspect of you in a negative light and people that view it in a positive light. So there's two things being said by two different groups of people here. So again, please don't shoot the messenger. So some people sort of see you as a know-it-all. We're just going to get the bad out of the way first. Some people see you as a know-it-all. They think that you're like above others. They think that you think that you're like above others. They think that you know better than other people. And they think that you think like strongly or highly of yourself. And then other people, we'll get to the good side of this now. Other people view you as very smart. They view you as a teacher. They view you as a mentor. They view you as somebody who knows a lot. And that's why this dragonfly card is coming out, because I always view any creature with wings as somebody who has like a higher consciousness. And that's where I think this is coming out, especially with the crown chakra coming out as well. I feel like you are viewed as somebody who is very smart by the people who are not talking trash, basically. Honestly, I'm going to tell you right now, the people who are talking trash, I think, are just jealous, or they envy the fact that you know a lot or spend a lot of time researching or like studying, if that's what you're into. I feel like they're very envious of that because not a lot of people can do that. Can I take a quick drink of water? Sorry. Not a lot of people can do that. So I think that's why they're sort of saying those things about you, is because they're just genuinely jealous. Like they could never, that's what I just heard. They feel like they could never attain the amount of knowledge, or like, I just heard grace. Some of you like are able to gracefully express certain ideas or gracefully express like knowledge in general. And I feel like some people, like a lot of people, aren't able to do that. I want to explain that. I have trouble doing that. So I can see why somebody would be jealous of that right off the bat, is that they don't have the grace to, perhaps, this is a very special message, it's not going to apply to all of you, but perhaps some of you are going to school for becoming teachers, okay? And maybe you have a colleague who's just jealous at how natural this is to you. Like maybe you just naturally are a teacher and they wish that they could be as like strong as like your abilities are strong, is what I'm getting with this. Your abilities to teach are very strong, and they wish they could have these similar, sorry, I'm stumbling on my words here. They wish that they could have, you know what? I want to just say something about that. I feel like that's this person, the person who's like talking trash here. I feel like that's this person. They stumble on their words. They don't know how to communicate as well as you. And I feel like that's why this blue goldstone is coming out, because blue is the color for the throat chakra. And I feel like you have a very strong throat chakra. You're very good at communicating ideas. And I think that's why this mentor and crown chakra are coming out. Let's get into your tarot cards. So we have good judgment. Perhaps you have very good judgment. Or perhaps this is just referring to the people that are sort of judging you for being very good at what you do, to be honest. That's kind of what I'm getting from this, is that you're good at mentoring or teaching or however this may apply. And these people are sort of judging you for it. And I think it's just coming from a place of jealousy mostly. I don't know if these people are your like friends or not, or if they're just like colleagues. I sort of lean towards colleagues, but for some of you, I feel like I need to just sort of send a light warning that it could be a friend. I feel like this person, the one that's talking trash, is envious of the amount of praise that you get. I feel like if you're taking a class for whatever this is, like I said before, or if this does have to do with a class, maybe you're the head of the class and you're like if the teacher had to go somewhere. This is more of an example if you're in high school, I suppose, but this is just an example. Like, let's say the teacher had to leave the room for something, they would leave you in charge. And I feel like they're sort of just envious of how you're like leading the class here. Perhaps it isn't actually a class, but maybe this like resonates in another way. And you're like, maybe it's like at work or something, like you're just the go-to for the higher up there, or perhaps you are the higher up and they're just jealous of that. They're jealous of the fact that you are like ahead of them, is sort of what I'm getting here. And now for others, or not even for others, the other half of what people are saying here is that they think that you have good judgment. So we sort of have two energies coming through here, like a group of people that are sort of, or like a group of people or a person that's talking like negatively about you, and then a group of people or a person that's talking very positively of you. And this person is basically very impressed by your judgment. They're very impressed by your ability to observe, is sort of what I get from this. Let's get your other tarot card out here. Yeah, we got the Hierophant. I am not shocked by this. You are viewed as like a teacher from both parties here. And I believe that one party is jealous and the other party is just, I feel like they're almost impartial, but they are not in like a neutral way. They like you, but they're not like, it's not like in a biased way, if that makes sense. Like they just genuinely think that you're good at teaching, you have good judgment, you know a lot, and you like I want to just take a moment to elaborate on this crown chakra card real quick. So one half of people see you as having this like know-it-all energy, while this other half of people see you as very like, your knowledge is put together, is something that I just heard. They viewed you as somebody who worked for your knowledge, okay? And I feel like the jealous people, I'm sorry I keep going back and forth here, but I feel like the jealous people are almost like ignoring the fact that you worked for this knowledge, and they're just jealous of it, really. Like they don't even realize that they didn't work for this, and that's why they don't have it. And I feel like that's a them problem. I'm just gonna say that right now. They got some issues. Yeah, let's pull some charms. And let's see if we get any more ideas of what people are saying about you. Okay, we got two charms coming out. We've got a horse charm. Oh, got stuck on my nail. Oh. We got a horse charm and we got a butterfly charm. So I feel like this butterfly charm definitely is emphasizing the fact that maybe some of these people watched you grow into a mentor, and those are the people talking positively of you for sure. And I feel like that's like, that's kind of what I'm saying. Like they understand that you worked for this knowledge, and that's why they're appreciative of you. They're not really talking trash because they understand that you worked hard for this. There's no reason to trash you for that. And then we have this horse, which for me represents, oh, I just heard horsepower. I always hear that, not always, but sometimes I hear that when I pull this charm. So I feel like that is again referring to the fact that you worked for this. You put a lot of energy into being able to be a mentor for whatever we're talking about here. You put a lot of energy into gaining this higher perspective. You put a lot of energy, like when I see that strength card, I think of somebody who's like pumping iron, okay? Like you put a lot of work into this. And, one group of people is definitely acknowledging this, and the other group of people, the best word I can use for them is childish, where they just believe that they deserve things without working for it, kind of thing. So I wouldn't be really shook or like bothered by the people talking trash. They're just very immature and jealous, honestly, is the best way that I could put it for the negatives of this group. But for the positive people that are the people that are talking positively of you, they definitely see the work that you put in, they acknowledge it, and they admire it. So that's all I'm really getting for this group today. I hope you found this reading helpful, and I hope you return to the swamps again for another tarot reading. If you wish to support my channel, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. And we're going to move on to the next pile. Thank you for coming. Hello, pile number 2. This is your tarot reading for what people are saying about you. You chose the red aura quartz, very pretty crystal. This might be something that somebody has said about you, but when I said that, I heard very pretty crystal for a very pretty person. So perhaps this group of people are saying that you're pretty. But let's get into it. We won't know until we read all of the cards. I think I did that side for that last time. Trying to keep it consistent here. Okay, we're going to read your oracles first. And then, sorry, I'm just trying to make sure everything's straight. It's kind of hard doing this on the floor. All right, we're going to get into your oracles, and then we're going to do the tarot. So we've got golden egg. We've got divine feminine. The frequency of divine feminine supports our receptive, nurturing, and soft side, allowing it to express itself openly and helping us to connect to our intrinsic understanding of our connection to all of creation. Whew. And then we have goddess. The feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. Oh yeah, this person, somebody is definitely calling you attractive. Oh yeah, then we got sweetness. Okay, so this is a juicy reading, I'm not gonna lie to you. Somebody is out here saying that, to be honest, someone's saying that you're sexy is like something that I heard. For some of you, you might be a parent or a mother and somebody is just, perhaps it's your significant other. They're just coming out and praising you for being a really good mom is something that I heard. For others of you that aren't a mom, okay, I'm going to just be straightforward with you. Somebody is infatuated with you and they are letting people know. With this golden egg, I will say this does make me think that they could definitely want to start a family with you, and they may have expressed that with some people. Maybe they're close friends or something. This is definitely like somebody has a crush on you energy and they are talking about it. Like that's what I'm getting mainly from this. This is such a juicy reading. Somebody is like infatuated with you mainly. They view you as a goddess, and they might even say that you're a goddess. They might even say that. They might like, I just saw in my head somebody looking at someone's Instagram pictures and saying to like their friend, like, look at this goddess. Like, that is what I get from that. Somebody views you and is saying to other people that you are a goddess. They think you are divine, I just heard, with looking at that divine feminine card. And this could also apply to any mothers too. This could just be your like partner, you know, just expressing that they think you are divine. They are happy that they mated with you is sort of what I'm getting here. It's kind of a weird thing to say, but I feel like with this egg, this golden egg card, like I feel like that's sort of how they view, how do I word this correctly? That's like, they sort of just like, this is gonna sound kind of weird, but this is the imagery that Spirit's giving me here. They sort of view you like if they were like a duck or a chicken, like you laid that golden egg, like you were the like cream of the crop. You were like the person, the other half that they wanted to procreate with, let's say. Um, sorry if that was really awkward to hear, but that's what I'm getting from this. They view you like, for those of you that are mothers, I feel like people talk very positively about how you, sorry, we're going in and out of focus here. I feel like people talk very positively for how you are, like for you being a mother, like how you mother your children, for how you take care of, maybe if you're not a mother even, this could just apply to how nurturing you are. People could be saying that they really appreciate how nurturing you are. Let's get into your tarot cards here. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. Wow, not surprised at all. Yeah, this person, for the first person that I mentioned, there is definitely somebody crushing on you, and they definitely view you as a goddess. They view you as the divine feminine. They view you as the cream of the crop. They view you as just like, I just keep hearing sexy. They really view you as attractive is what I'm getting out of here. And for those of you that are mothers, your partner, their feelings for you, and they are making this known for their friends, their feelings for you have not changed a bit since you've had a kid. They think that you are still cream of the crop, sexy, beautiful. They just, geez, this is like overwhelming, honestly. They view you as extremely beautiful, and they just, I feel like they brag to their friends about this. This is what I'm getting, especially if this is like, I'm getting like a masculine energy coming through it. I don't know if they actually are a man or not, but I'm getting like a man like bragging to his friends about like, my wife is so hot. Like, she's just amazing. Like, I'm like sort of getting like a giggly schoolgirl over this because it's just very like intense, attractive energy here, okay? There is something very intense about this person's what they're saying about you. They really are going in hard, calling you attractive, essentially. Let's get into your other tarot card. We've got the Seven of Wands. Okay, I'm getting a couple things from this. This is interesting. This is really interesting. So for the people that I was just talking about, I feel like your partner was getting defensive in a conversation about you. I feel like perhaps one of their friends may have said something about you, like, oh, she's really sexy, or oh, she's really hot, and they got defensive. Like, don't get me wrong, they agree with them, but they were just like you better not make a move then. Like they were just defensive about it. Now, the other reading that I'm getting from the Seven of Wands card is, again, going back to if you're a mother. If you are a mother, or if you're just a very nurturing person, perhaps you have people in your life that you view as children or treat as children in a very nurturing way, or familial kind of way. This is just like, I feel like there's praise with how you protect them, how you defend them. Particularly, this is sort of a specific message, but I feel like for some of you, you stood up for your child in a school setting. Whatever that was about, you stood up for them in a school setting, and the other mothers or parents in that setting are like talking nicely about this. They're like impressed with this. Perhaps they're too scared. Maybe they're all upset about something going on at school, and they're just too scared to stand up about it, but you stood up about it. Sorry, my tummy just growled. I hope you didn't hear that. But you stood up about it. Actually, I almost wonder if that was like mama bear energy. I just heard mama bear after my tummy growled. So like you have like this mother bear energy where you're very protective of your kids, and a lot of other parents that you may associate with, they admire this. They some of them aspire to be like you when it comes to parenting, is what I heard. We're gonna pull some charms. Yeah. Okay. I got 4 out here you. So first we're going to talk about this sun charm. I feel as though this has a couple meanings. The first meaning is that like we have a couple groups of people coming out here, so bear with me. For the group of people that have a partner that's talking very highly of them, they very much admire your confidence, and they are letting people know that this person is like overflowing with like attracted energy to you, okay, in more ways than one, not just physically. I feel like this sun is coming out here to remind you that they aren't just physically attracted to you, they are mentally, emotionally attracted to you. They really like your confidence as well. And for the other group of people, for the moms of the group, which this could apply to both, you could be a mom as well as receiving compliments from your partner, or not receiving compliments, but them talking highly about you. This is also about how confidently you handled that particular situation, or just how confidently you handle being a parent, just having that responsibility of being a parent. I'm gonna put that right there. For some of you, I feel like this is referring to the parents mostly. This is about like the calmness. I guess it could apply to the sexy people as well. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that word, but I'm gonna say it. It could apply to the sexy people as well. You could just come off as very calm in what you do, either it being a parent or just how you hold yourself. And I feel like that's why this lotus is coming out. For this one, this is pretty straightforward. This is some queen goddess energy. I feel like this is just going back to this goddess card. These people talking about you are calling you a goddess. They're calling you a queen. They're calling you like cream of the crop is something that I keep hearing. Maybe that's something this person says. I don't know. But they really see you as like top tier. They're really calling you top tier here. For some of you, this is an interesting one. I think this could be regardless of who this, like which group this is. This is probably a blanket charm for everybody involved here, is what I'm trying to say. You're viewed as a wish come true. You're viewed as a wish come true to whoever's talking about you here. This reading, before we go, I just want to say, wow. Whoever's talking about you, they are really, really going hard with calling you great. Let's just put it that way. Let's just put it simply that way. They really like you. So that's all I'm really getting for this reading. I hope you found this helpful, and I hope you return to the swamps again for another tarot reading. If you wish to support my channel, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. And thank you again for clicking on this video. Hello, pile number 3. This is your tarot reading for what people are saying about you. You chose the amber. Let's get into your tarot reading. I think like that's pretty straight. Let me just get a sip of my water real quick. All right. So your first card is the unicorn. Your next card is empowerment. The frequency of empowerment supports our ability to show up fully and completely, uniting us with others in the deep trust that we all are connected through the same source. We've got hero/heroine. Passion for a journey of personal empowerment. Interesting. Oh my God. You got, oh, sorry to freak out, but you got empowerment on this card and empowerment on this card. Wow. Sorry, I got way excited for that. And then you have protection. So I feel like right off the bat, people are talking about how empowered you are. That's like very coming in very strong here. Perhaps you're also very protective of, I feel like you're protective of your own energy. And I just want to say something interesting. These two cards are very black, and black is a protective color. And the interesting thing about this unicorn is that, you know, this is just a little story, I suppose. As I was growing up, I remember people would call unicorns like girly, you know, silly, or like just like dainty. And I would always come back with saying, they're not dainty. You know, they have a beautiful horse face, right? But they also have this weapon right here. That's a weapon. That's like, they will headbutt you with that. If unicorns were real, they would be headbutting you with that. They would not be just, it wouldn't just be aesthetic, basically. And I feel like this applies to you. I feel like perhaps you used to be somebody who would kind of get pushed around a little bit, but you developed this horn. You developed like empowerment. You feel more empowered now. You're able to, sorry, I'm going in and out of focus here. You're able to be more protective of yourself. You're able to stand up for yourself now. And I think people are talking about that. I heard some people are proud of you. I feel like some of this could be parents. Some parents are very proud of you. Sorry, we keep going in and out of focus. Some parents are very proud of this group. For some reason, I'm getting parents. Might not be parents, though. Could just be parental figures, or, you know, people that you view as, oh God, hold on, sorry. Okay, I might be in and out of focus for this group, and I'm really sorry. We're going to try not to be, but I cannot promise you that I can fix this, unfortunately. Okay, so, did I get it? All right, sorry about that. So, with this group, people are saying that you're very empowered. People are proud of you for growing in this kind of way. People are proud of you for growing and being empowered now. People are going around saying that like you're not the same person that you used to be. It's sort of what I'm getting from this. I'm sorry I keep getting distracted with this. For some of you, I feel like you used to be really distracted, or you still do get a little distracted, but perhaps you've like overcome letting this make you feel insecure in any kind of way. Perhaps you've overcome feelings of insecurity surrounding this. Sorry, I don't take what my camera does lightly during tarot readings anymore. But I'm really getting like personal growth out of this group particularly, and I think people are acknowledging that. Like, I think that's why this is coming through for this reading, is that people are acknowledging that you have grown, and that you are no longer somebody that can be pushed around. You are empowered now. You are the hero. You're your own hero is what I heard. And I think people are saying that. People are saying that, like, I just heard that people are saying, like, you're not the one to mess with now. You know, this might have been, the reason I think family is coming out for this one is that maybe when you were a younger child, you were pushed around a lot by other kids, but now as an adult, you just don't let it happen. You stand up for yourself is a big thing that I'm getting out of this. Let's flip your tarot. We've got the 9 of Swords. Yeah, you're tired of it. You were tired of people pushing you around. You were tired of people, you were like done. You were close to being done with people. And I think a lot of people in your life noticed this and are talking about it, quite frankly. They're talking about the fact that you've overcome this. They're talking about the fact that you've overcome people pushing you around. Let's see your other tarot card. Yeah, you're ready to defend yourself now. You're ready to defend yourself with this 5 of Wands. Perhaps you actually did defend yourself and now you're empowered from that, if that makes sense. And people are talking about it. I just got a real interesting vision in my head here that there was like a classroom setting and you stood up for yourself, or it doesn't need to be a classroom necessarily, but there was like a group of people that you stood up for yourself in front of, and that was extremely empowering for you. And I think people are talking about that. Or if it's not like exactly that, it's like something similar. Like there was people that watched you stand up for yourself and they're talking about it now. They're talking about like how powerful that was really, and how like I heard that some people want to be as empowered as you. I feel like there's really not anything negative being said about this group in this context. People are just very proud of you for like protecting yourself. I'm gonna hold these two up for protecting yourself. And for some of you, or all of you, it was like unexpected. And I think that's why this unicorn card is coming out. Like, you don't expect this graceful creature to protect itself in a gruesome way. But if you think about it, that's the only way that it can protect itself. Not that I think that you like gruesomely protected yourself, but I think it was like very unexpected is what I'm getting at. Like, you don't expect the unicorn to be hardcore, but you know what? I think that unicorn is hardcore, and I think that you have like a hardcore side to you, or like a tougher side to you that people weren't expecting. And I think that's why they're talking about it. I think they weren't expecting you to be as empowered as you are. And they're like, again, for some of you, family are talking about it and they're proud of you. I feel like for a lot of you, this actually has to do with family talking about you. They're talking about how you've grown into somebody that can take care of themselves, that can like stand up for themselves, is mostly what I'm getting from this. Let's pull some charms. Interesting. Yeah, okay. That's what I like. I like that. Sorry. Okay, so we have this butterfly coming through, which sort of emphasizes what I'm saying. Like, this, whoever's talking about you, I believe, watched you grow in some capacity. It could be from afar, it could be like a family member. Like, so like it could be someone like in a classroom, that's just an example, or it could be somebody that it was close to, but they watched you grow into a much more like, here, I'll bring this one into a much more confident person who's able to defend themselves. I feel like for some of you, there's like, this is why this charm is coming out, because for a lot of you, it was not expected. You seem like a very quiet person, and I feel like you spoke up quite loudly for yourself in this potential situation that they're talking about. And I feel like that's why this is coming out. Like, normally you're very zen, you keep to yourself, but something like was like, I just heard the straw that broke the camel's back. Something like that happened, and you just got up and you defended yourself. And it was very empowering. Like, I feel like the people that are talking about this felt empowered by this even. So when I looked at this, I heard stood up for yourself. So definitely this group was standing up for themselves in some kind of way. It was very empowering. And honestly, I keep repeating this, but that's the main message here. People are talking about it, and it's not in a bad way. People are like, whoa. We've got a clover coming out here. I'm not quite sure what this could mean, to be honest with you, because generally these mean like lucky. Perhaps it's again emphasizing the unexpected aspect, because when you look in a patch of clovers, you don't really expect a 4-leaf clover because they're not common. So perhaps it's that. Perhaps people just really didn't expect this from you. I really think that you're like a quiet person. You're like a quiet person normally, and you just, that straw really broke that camel's back. I keep hearing that phrase, so I'm going to repeat it. And you know, I think that like you just showed, you showed your horn. You brought out the like, you know that saying with when you mess with the bull you get the horns. I feel like in this particular group, when you mess with the unicorn you get the horn. That was kind of like what happened here. You messed with this graceful creature, and she or he brought out the horn. We have this tree of life coming through. Again, I feel like this is sort of a double meaning. It's the fact that you are normally a very peaceful person, but also that you're very strong, and you showed that, and people are talking about it. I'm sorry I keep repeating that, but there's really not much else to say. And then we have this starfish coming out. This, to me, in this context, refers to the regenerative properties of the starfish. If they lose a limb, they grow it back. And I feel like that's sort of what happened here. Somebody cut your limb off and you grew it back and you gave them some. You know what I mean? Like you came at them. You defended yourself on top of like regenerating here. That's all I'm really getting for this group. I hope you found this helpful, and I hope you return to the swamps for another tarot reading. If you wish to support my channel, please subscribe. It means a lot. And once again, thank you for getting a tarot reading from my channel. I really appreciate it. All right. Thank you for coming to the Swamps for a tarot reading. I hope you guys found this reading helpful. There really wasn't any negative things. Like, there was one group that had sort of some negative things being said, but there really wasn't a lot of negative things being said. So hopefully that wasn't too hard to hear, basically. Again, thank you for supporting this channel, for the people who have subscribed. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. That's about it. Thank you again.